Labour fraud in construction happens when criminals create and use fraudulent labour supply chains, costing the country millions of pounds each year. This is money that could help fund our vital public services. You need to be aware of this fraud if your business is in construction or you spend more than £3 million on construction work per year, or you work within the construction industry. Contractors must register for the Construction Industry Scheme, also known as CIS. Subcontractors don't have to register, but if they don't, contractors will deduct 30% from their payments as an advance towards the subcontractor's tax and national insurance. If the subcontractor is registered, deductions will be at 20%. However, subcontractors can apply for gross payment status, meaning no deductions are taken from their payments. Labour fraud in construction exploits gross payment status by moving labour-related CIS and VAT liabilities down the supply chain to companies that build up debt. These companies then go missing or default on the debt, leaving substantial debt to HMRC. Here's an example. An end user engages a contractor to carry out a construction project. The contractor then engages with subcontractor A to supply the necessary workforce. So far, the supply chain is following the correct process. But to avoid responsibility for paying workers and deducting taxes, subcontractor A adds in another layer to the chain, subcontractor B. Subcontractor B then builds up a tax debt and disappears. The tax deductions taken from subcontractor B are used to pay, in cash, an off-record workforce. Common signs of labour fraud in construction include labour costs that seem too good to be true, a lack of documents such as contracts, businesses with a short lifespan, frequently changing businesses in the supply chain, payments from unknown third parties, and directors with a history of businesses going into liquidation. In March 2021, HMRC introduced new legislation to combat VAT fraud in the construction industry, the VAT domestic reverse charge. As an end user or contractor, it's your responsibility to understand clearly who pays the workers and how they're paid. Don't be at risk of recovery action, financial penalties, or removal of your gross payment status. Regular due diligence checks of your supply chain will help to protect your business and avoid financial and reputational damage. Keep a record of due diligence checks for audit purposes. If you suspect supply chain fraud, report this to HMRC by filling in the online form or by contacting the HMRC fraud hotline. You may also want to reconsider your options for using temporary labour. More YouTube videos about risks of other types of fraud involving the supply of labour are available on our help and support pages. For more information, search Construction Industry Scheme or VAT Domestic Reverse Charge on gov.uk.